Welcome to Focus on Property, a show that will take you on a journey of the property market in Kenya and so much more.
We'll not only show you the ins and outs of the real estate world, but we'll also take you on a journey across Kenya to showcase just how much you can see, do and buy when it comes to property.
And we will go on some incredible adventures, see some mind-blowing sights, and have loads of laughs.
Join me, Dan Ombok,
Jerry Kirene,
Bramwell Hadriel,
on a show that will change the way you look at property.
whether buying, renting, or just visiting.
as we go in search of the best buys and best holidays that Kenya has to offer. Hi guys.
Hi, Bramwell.
Looking good.
Hey, give me 5.
Thank you. How are you? You look like you're ready for the beach. What's going on? Are you going swimming?
I'm actually here to check out houses.
Ah, nice.
Why don't you join us?
Thank you, Jerry.
Karibu. I like your shorts. Where did you buy them?
Now, I'm actually looking to buy my own home.
No, for sure. I'm also looking to buying a home for my family. So that's the plan for me.
If that's the case, guys, then what we need to do is make sure you have sufficient information on how to purchase a house.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Now, I have a girlfriend,
Tell me more. I want to hear details.
and we're looking for something very convenient and stylish.
Well, if that's the case, Bram, then you also need to think about location. And in your case, perhaps you want to consider looking for a house that's close to where you work.
But you also need a place where all the amenities are readily available and they're close to you, so that you're not going all out looking for malls or banks. So you have to look at the location, and it has to work for you.
Besides that, you also have to consider the cost.
Yeah.
And you might want to think about whether you want to buy a house off plan or if you have to save a deposit.
Also, when comparing costs, you need to know exactly what you're paying for. You also need to look at the square meters.
There have been many cases where communal areas have been included in the square meters, so you really have to be vigilant.
Wow, all that sounds deep, but just like I said earlier, as long as it's convenient and stylish, I'm good to go.
Those are the keywords, eh?
Those are the keywords. And that's what our show, Focus on Property, is all about.
All the information you need to buy a home.
And so much more.
Our first stop this week is Mivita Homes, located at the Garden City complex off Nairobi's Thika Road. Just a short distance from the city center and connected to most major highways, giving residents the feeling of being far enough away from the hustle and bustle of Nairobi. Perfect place to live for anyone who desires to stay close enough to the city, but with a bit of distance from the madness of Nairobi.
My name is Krupa Chauhan, and I'm the sales director for Mivita Homes. So Mivita Homes is a new joint venture platform between two companies, Actis, which is a private equity fund, and Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate, which is part of a bigger Indian conglomerate that's based out of India. And basically what we're trying to do is deliver around 2,000 homes over the next 4 to 6 years, starting with our first project, which is at Garden City. So I'm excited to show Dan around today. I believe he's looking for an apartment to buy for himself and hopefully his family. And we'll be taking him through our development.
Wow, I love this showroom. It's amazing. It's elegant and very spacious. I can really imagine the views from the higher floors up.
So we walked into the apartment, and I mean, Dan's reaction was absolutely amazing. He loved it from the word go. So we're trying to maintain a lot of the greenery, or as much as we possibly can. In fact, what we've done is we've put in over an acre of green space and amenities into our development, so that you're not living in your regular concrete jungles. What we're trying to sort of achieve is a balance between quality and affordability.
So if I want a 6th floor apartment, how much deposit do I need to pay?
So a 3-bedroom apartment on your 6th floor would roughly cost you about 15 million shillings. We have a floor-by-floor escalation on our units. And the higher up you go, the better the views get. So if you're sort of on this side of the development, you actually see Gong Hills on a good day.
What if I don't have that money just lying in a bank? How do you work it out?
So we've got a great partnership going with a number of banks, Stanbic in particular, and they'd be more than happy to actually mortgage up to 105% of the value of the property for you. I mean, it's a great product for investors. So your chances of capital appreciation on a product out here as opposed to a product in Westlands or Kileleshwa is far greater.
So what other facilities do you have around?
Well, you've got the mall right next door. It's got the best IMAX in East Africa, and kids love it. But over and above that, what we're trying to build here is sort of a mixed-use development. So we're looking at a hospital coming up quite soon. We're very close to a number of schools. And really what we're trying to promote is the whole live, work and play in the same place.
Tell me, how has this place changed, let's say, in the last 20 years?
Thika Road used to be a 2-lane highway in 2007. It's now become a 12-lane highway if you fast forward to 2012. And that's brought about, I mean, a lot of urbanization.
Oh, nice. So we can say it's a complete transformation, yeah?
It is, definitely.
Okay, so what sort of neighbors will I have? Because I have a young family and I'm keen on knowing what sort of neighbors I'll have.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, so at the existing residences that we have at Garden City, we've got a great tenant mix. We've got a lot of embassies that actually rent out from us because Muthaiga is not too far away. But we see a lot more corporate clients renting from us, and we're hoping to sort of extend that sort of a tenant mix to our new development as well. We're hoping to get US and UN security approval once the building is up and running, so that should also help the kind of tenant mix that you should expect. Dan is a young professional. I think he's looking to move away from the congestion, wants a little bit more space, wants a little bit more green area, but also something that's more pocket friendly.
Our Focus on Property team decided to head over to the home of former radio star, model, inspirational speaker, and mother of two, Pinky Gilani. Pinky is currently living at her mother-in-law's home. And although this may not be her choice of interiors, such as style or furniture, it is an absolutely incredible place.
I do a lot of public speaking now, Dan. So I have a platform called What Women Want. It's a weekly sort of panel discussion where we discuss all sorts of things. Just using my platform for positivity, because I don't think there's enough light in this world.
So I actually love your home.
Oh, thank you.
I'm seeing there's a lot of crafts and it's in African print.
Yes.
So when it comes to interiors, what is your style?
My personal style is very minimalistic. I like contemporary. I'm very into like abstract art. I like anything new, but simplicity is who I am.
So do you have a favorite piece?
I do. Can I show it to you?
Yes, please.
I really like it. When I saw it, I think something about the colors, something about, I just thought it was a fun piece to buy.
It's colorful. I think you're a very colorful person. From your dress as well.
I mean, like, I can be sometimes. I can be colorful. It depends on the mood. But like I said, for me, I prefer simplistic spaces, which allows you to add color as and when you feel. I go with my gut. If I see something I like it, I'll buy it. I don't care where it's from. The thing is durability, of course.
So do you have a favorite spot in the house? What's
I love God. This is my piece in the house. I mean, I love walking barefoot in the garden. You know, they say it's, I mean, now scientists say it's scientifically proven. It's good for your brain, but I think as the Hindu culture, they knew that from a long time. Like yoga.
Yeah. So I should remove my shoes?
You should, anytime you can. It's called grounding. Walk on the earth.
Wow.
I think my father-in-law loved the sound of water. So, and a water feature has always been important. Even my husband just loves that sort of sound. So when we entertain, we switch it on.
It was such a pleasure being hosted by Pinky Gilani in her beautiful home. There you have it, a Focus on Property exclusive, a tour of Pinky Gilani's home. I think I now have some ideas for my place. So, keep it Focus on Property.
Just a 1-hour flight from Nairobi on Kenya's south coast is Diani, located 30 kilometers south of Mombasa in the nearby Kwale County. It has been voted Africa's leading beach destination for the 5th time running since 2015. Our hosts were looking for the award-winning sands at Nomads.
Before we left Nairobi, I asked Amalia, are you familiar with the place? Because earlier, she had told me that she was born in Mombasa and that she's lived there for very many years.
Yes, I am from Mombasa. So we don't necessarily come here unless maybe it's a holiday. I don't know, we just have that.
So I thought it's natural that she knows the place, she knows where the Sands at Nomad is. But we get there and we are lost.
Bramwell had us going round, and then he told the taxi driver, no, I know the way. I think he was being macho, but it's okay.
I trusted her for the directions, which we got lost. We had to ask around.
But he said he was gonna take the lead, so I just thought, let me just chill, and because eventually I did get us here, but I was just like, Amalia, be a feminine and just relax and let him take the lead, and that's never happening again.
So finally, after we got here, I mean, all I can say is just wow. This place is beautiful and very amazing.
The whole coming in was beautiful. These guys receive you with a whole team. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Benson.
One has like madafu, yokuletea. It was so beautiful. Breathtaking, even from the doors. The doors are so magnificent and huge. And then you just get in and there's like a whole fancy stair. Ah! Run! And I'm just like blown away. I don't even believe this is in Kenya. Ah! Karibu, oh Lord. Bro, this is so exciting. Oh my, see that?
The detailing is quite unique, something that I haven't seen before.
That's so creative, right?
The fact that there's a very big forest just sitting beside an ocean, I mean, the view is amazing.
So tell us, Mr. Richard, tell us about Nomad.
29 rooms and suites on about 50 acres of area, which is mainly indigenous grown coastal forest. So there's a lot of space for 64 guests when we are fully booked. But we have a full variety of water sports, of windsurfing, waveboarding, kiteboarding, kite surfing. There is kayaking, snorkeling. So there's a skimboarding is quite a fun activity, which you can try also.
And your beaches are very lovely and very clean. How do you manage to do that?
Okay, we have our green team, which is part of our sustainability program, where we clean, or our team cleans the beach from all plastic and other waste. So organic material stays because we believe that this is also part of the ecosystem. So when there's some seaweed or whatever, we are going to leave that. Only the plastic material and other trash is being collected on a daily basis. And this is why somehow the beach still looks clean also, and the ocean always will be in this color as you see it, and it's always clean and beautiful. Yeah.
I don't know, I can't seem to find my co-host.
I think Bramwell is practicing already on the stand-up paddle. Because as you might know, we are going to charge you a little bit on your water sport activities, and the winner is getting a little goodie from me. Also the runner-up will get a surprise, but to this later. Do you want and let's have a look where he is?
Yes.
Okay.
So I enjoy the kayaking. Like I've said, it was new for me.
It was so interesting. Most of them were just so interested. The board thing that I had to do was a bit tasking, but I got a hang of it at some point. So I love them. The water kite, the kites, oh. These are too many water sports, too little time.
In the movies, it looks really easy. It looks really easy. But when you actually try it, it needs some skill. You need to be patient. So I kept falling. Most of the time, I was just down. So the stand-up paddleboarding is actually my favorite water sport so far. And the reason is that I got to learn it after like 30 minutes. I mean, literally after 30 minutes, I could do it. You know, this is the funny thing with Amalia. Very many excuses.
That was tricky, of course. But the rest, those ones were, like, I could do them over and over again.
She caught up with me and capsized my boat. I mean, that's not a fair competition, man. That's not a fair competition.
We have seen you on your kayak, which was more or less, in my opinion, an equal situation.
Really? I think I beat her.
What? No.
And now the final results on the stand-up paddling.
Let's see.
I think also that Amalia was doing there very well. And therefore, the winner is Amalia.
So I'll be honest, Amalia won the competition. I mean, it's okay. I'll get used to the water.
If the water is not for you, it's not for you. It's just that. But he did quite well.
I mean, girls do love their little massages and their little treatments.
We do.
But we also do have something for you. You're welcome. You can go over to the massage.
Pure treatment.
She got a spa treatment. On the other hand,
We have something very special for you.
Looking forward.
Taken for the forest, and we can release it tomorrow again in the forest.
No way. What? I got to see two creatures that I hate and dread the most, and these are snakes. I mean, that experience was...
Come on, you're a big boy. Huh? You see? Sweetie.
Then they had this dish they made for us. Smoked prawns. Literally, the prawns were like covered in smoke, and then they had this jar, and then they had like lentils, spicy. I'm a spicy girl. You take it out and the smoke just hits you, and the flavors and the... Wow. In that setting, and then it's so beautiful how it's lit. Oh my God, it's so lovely.
The sands at Nomad is the perfect destination to enjoy the ultimate beach holiday on Kenya's east coast. This incredible resort is the perfect base for those wanting to make the most of fantastic diving and water sports opportunities, or to combine a tropical beach holiday with a fantastic Kenyan safari for the ultimate African vacation. Plus, the rooms are simply out of this world. And the food is world class.